The District of Columbia is overwhelmingly Democratic. Trump won only 3% of the popular vote in DC. He may win against Nikki Haley, but it's not important for him in getting the Republican nomination. There are not too many Republicans in the nation's capital. Here I am at the Madison Hotel to follow up with the 2024 DC Republican presidential primary, where I met U.S. Air Force Major David Stukenberg, who is running for president to protect the powerless, as he said.
I'm Dr. David Stukenberg, and I'm running for President of the United States on the GOP Grand Old Party ticket. I'm the candidate that much of the media has been trying to suppress or keep down because they don't want you to know about me. I'm one of America's premier national security strategists, the nation's shield and defender for more than 21 years. I have served as a principal advisor to the National Security Council, to the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and also to the U.S. military at the Pentagon. So why I'm running is that America needs a smooth hand at the wheel. Our ship is veering into the rocks, and this republic is destabilizing very quickly as revisionist powers prepare themselves to overcome the United States and Western powers, including NATO. We do not need a president who undermines stability. We do not need a president who amplifies division between us. As a nation, we can come together, we can unify, and we can stabilize this republic by forming a turnaround team focused on results rather than partisanship. We can do that in three ways, and this is my priorities immediately after taking office will be within 72 hours to federalize many of the nation's National Guard troops under Title X to seal our north and south border and stop the flow of drugs and people into the United States. After that, we're going to implement a 60-day registration period that allows those who are here to get an alien ID number that if they do not have and they are found outside of that registration period without that number, without an alibi, they're going to be deported within 24 hours, and that will be an incentive for them to register. Once we know who they are, once we stop the illegal immigration, we know who's here, we will decide who stays, and that policy will be based on fairness. We need to give asylum to those who really need it. For example, an Afghan translator who is friendly to the United States, or people who actually have a danger in their country and where they'll be killed if they stay. But those who are coming here to do us harm, like MS-13 and others, they need to go home. We're going to reinvigorate our economy with a 33% across-the-board tax cut in every income bracket to make sure our GDP is strong. And finally, we're going to have a national security enterprise second to none in the world with a new grand strategy called prevention, and we're going to prevent the United States from being overcome by a new revisionist bloc of powers, including China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. Those are the three steps that we immediately need to take to correct America's drift, and then we will begin working on things immediately, like balancing our budget, reforming Social Security, and our national health care program. I'm David Stukenberg, and I'm forming a turnaround team for this republic. I can do it with your help. I'm asking you to go visit my website at davidstukenberg.com and learn more about me.
One more question. We have a question. What is your foreign affairs policy if you get elected? What would you do with allies such as Saudi Arabia and UAE?
Look, the United States needs to strengthen ties around the world. This is no time to draw up the drawbridge and vacate from the global situation. America is the torchbearer for freedom. And as much as we want to be disinvolved with the world, we live on a small planet with many, many people with diverse interests. It's an important role that we have to ensure that the globe can count on us, our friends and allies can count on us, and that we're implementing programs of stability rather than strife and instability. And one of my priorities is to not only stabilize the Middle East, but also to build our friendship with India, which is one of the world's largest democracies, and there's so much that we can do to strengthen that relationship, including eliminating the waiting list for 70 years for Indians to immigrate to the United States. And so these friendships can build, but you have to come at it with the right attitude. You have to come at it in a very constructive way, and you have to come at it in a way that unifies rather than divides, in a way that offers succor rather than poking people in the eye.
One more thing related to terrorism in the globe, all over the world. What would you do with Iran, the regime in Iran?
First and foremost, I want to sit down with the leaders of Iran. Iran has been a nation of incredible customs and cultures throughout the world's history, but certainly in the last 30 to 40 years has taken a disruptive role I want to learn what's on their mind, and I want to see that if there's any ability to reach common ground. If we can't reach common ground and they continue to misbehave, then they're going to encounter the iron fist of the United States in a way that will make them regret ever offering any shred of instability anywhere in the world and picking on other cultures that are weaker than theirs. They need to take a responsible place in the role of the world. We're going to give them that opportunity, and if not, we're going to put them in a box.
Thank you, David Stukenberg, and all the luck.
Thank you.
So we're going to play nice.
So yeah, I think, but I didn't. They were open to getting the interview for us, but it turned out.